Hello guys, Okuri Cappuccino here. So today we will be looking at the Libra horse information and Libra-hai in general. What horse do you want to use? How do you get the greens? Any status references and everything. We're gonna take a look at all of them and tell you what you should use or what do you have and is it usable. Okay, so let's start with the horse information. The Libra-hai course information is reference to PIKASONIC in the game, which is gonna be Kyoto race course, 3000 meters, which is a long distance race. This is gonna be a little bit problem for F2P player or newbie player because the status requirement is quite high in this one, and you can't luck out that much. So it's more important to get the status you need and everything. So yeah, this is gonna be a little bit harder than usual. Okay, the track is right turns, autumn, sunny, and good track condition. Okay, we move on to the next one. Okay, so here are the list of the green skill you can get from support guards and everything. So feel free to like save this screenshot to reference to anywhere. So I'm gonna leave it open for a while. Okay, so now we take a look at the course and how the course will go from the beginning until the end. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit complex, so take your time on understanding this, because it might be important on your decision and everything. So yeah, let's start it. Okay, so the course is, as you can see, 3000 meters. We're gonna run 2 laps here. We're gonna start around here. Let me change my things here. Okay, I think this should work out. Okay, this is the starting point. Okay, I'm gonna mark it with the red here. This is the starting point. Okay, so we're gonna start here. We're gonna start running to the goal. The goal is here, by the way. This is the goal. Okay, we're gonna start running first lap, pass the goal 1 time, running on full lap, and then do another thing until the end. So we're gonna be running 2 laps total. Okay, so what happens at another courses? Okay, just remember that there are 2 laps. Okay, first off, the opening leg, right? This is gonna start here, and at the very start we're gonna have an uphill here. I'm gonna mark it with a blue. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit of an uphill around here, and we're gonna have a downhill after that on around this corner. Okay, so an uphill at the start and a downhill after that. Okay, after the downhill kinda ends, we're gonna have this is the middle leg. So this is where we enter middle leg. Okay, on this corner, remember that corner skill will not activate on the first lap. Okay, the corner skill will not be activated no matter what happens. Okay, around this part, at the whole this part, the corner skill will not activated. Okay, so we're gonna be running around here, everything past the goals. Once you pass the goal, the thing is, all the corner skills gonna proc here on this corner. Okay, maestro, professors, and everything gonna start to proc here. This is a very important part because it's in middle leg and you want your skill to proc here. So stacking up a middle skill is gonna be very effective. This is gonna be especially the corner speed skills, professors, long corner and everything. It's gonna help you a lot in doing this because it's gonna help you get ahead and get ready for the last leg. Okay, so here's the last leg gonna start. The last leg gonna start here. I'm gonna mark it with this. Okay, here's the last leg. Last leg gonna start here around the uphill, as you can see, but this area still count as a straight, right? It might looks like it's at the corner, but it's not at the corner. It's still a straight. It's a little bit of straight before a corner. So the straight skill the straight axles that procs on last leg is gonna be really good. Something like Semeru Kage from Narita Taishin is very good here. It can proc immediately, or if it doesn't proc here, it's gonna proc here and a little bit too late. So you probably want to load the dice here. You want to get it to proc here as soon as possible. That's why Taishin is really good for these courses. Okay, so after that, a little bit after the straight, right, we're gonna have a corner starting around here. So this corner, what we proc this corner is Ryan. Ryan is gonna proc this corner. Seiyun's guy is gonna proc in this corner as well, but Seiyun's guy is not as great as you think. So yeah, as you can see, the last leg is really long, right? It's kind of cover the whole corner and the last thread, all until the goal. This last leg, the fact that last leg long make runners kind of bad, because of the distance that runner need to keep the first phase is longer, but the runners doesn't have the speed that they take to hold off against all the chasers and betweeners. So runner is a little bit weird. Not weird, it's a little bit bad than usual. It's because you're gonna get overtaken by chaser around this part, just because how the games works. Runner has the slowest speed, so yeah, the fact that runner can't hold out this long, that means the runner is bad. So the only runners viable in this course is Seiyun Sky. You don't want to use any others runner as well. But yeah, as you can see, there's an uphill and downhill, so the downhill recovery is gonna work fine here. Okay, so yeah, this is how the course goes. I hope you understand the course a little bit more, so you can move on to the skill section and know what they're doing. So if you have any question regarding the course or anything, please leave in the description. Okay. Okay. Okay, I forgot this. Another thing to note is let me just delete everything here. Sorry about that. Another thing to note is the cost bonuses. Okay, I'm gonna speak about the cost bonuses. Okay, the cost bonuses are powers and int both. Okay, so the cost bonus check is the power and int, right? Both are at 301, 601, and 901. Okay, so if you the bonus total is 20%. Okay, if you can get power to 901, right? If you get only power to 901, you're gonna get 10% more speed. But if you also get an int into 901 as well, you're gonna get 10% more speed. That means that if you get both power and int to 901, you're gonna get 20% more speed. Okay, but does it worth it? The power is pretty sure it's worth it, but the int you can kind of ignore it. At most probably F2P players gonna do at most is like 601 on int, but yeah, just make sure to make power higher than 901. But yeah, the int can be whatever you can comfortable with. You don't want to sacrifice auto status just for the int. Okay, so that's all I have to note on this cost analysis. So we're gonna move on to the next section. Okay, so before we get into the horse you want to use and everything, I want to mention about the stamina things before we get to this, because stamina is really important on long distances. Is what decided your horse fail, if your horse will die on the race or they can survive until the end of the goal. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about stamina. Okay, so the total stamina you need is around 1500 PL stamina to survive in Kikasho. So you need to have a gold stamina recovery no matter what happens, because the max stamina you can have is 1200. One gold stamina recovery is around 250. One white recovery is around 80 stamina. And yeah, and one gold debuff depletes like 160 stamina, as you can see. So the build that I recommended is if you want to build 1000 stamina for whatever reasons, try to go for 3 goals for a little bit more like consistencies. But yeah, or you can do like max stamina and 2 gold skills that are good to procs and everything. which gonna let you survive a lot, let you survive a debuff and everything. So yeah, that's the build I recommend you to get the stamina for. For the others that you know what to do, you max out your speed, you get a 901 powers, in you get as high as you can. The gas, you probably need around 400 gas no matter what happens. Just don't ignore gas. Gas is to have is a little bit important, but yeah, you don't want to have too much gas, but you probably want to have enough gas, so around 400. Okay, this is the what I would recommend to run, and about the stamina thing is. So yeah, let's move on to the next section. Okay, so the horse you probably want to use in Libra-hai is first off the runners. I'm not recommending using runners, but if you want to run a runners, it's either gonna be McQueen or Sales Guy. But yeah, I don't really recommend doing that because runner is pretty weak. So but yeah, if you have other choices, to go for it. Leader is kinda okay. The viable leaders are Doto and McQueen. Maybe Oguri can be leader as well. But yeah, again, leader wasn't really suggested that much because the strategy in the front is not as great as the strategy at the back. Okay, so we move on to the betweeners. Again, the usual Oguri is pretty strong in all races. Ryan's pretty strong ultimate, like because it's proc at the last leg corner, so it's quite strong. Ludolf, of course, when you speaking about long, Ludolf always one of the best thing you can have. Doto is a nice one as well, and the full armor Fukukitaru is good for long distances. If you have Fukukitaru and you don't know where to use her, this is the only chance you will be using her, because you're probably not gonna use her anywhere else. This is the only place where she shines the most, but she wasn't. She's don't misunderstand me, okay? She's not the best long between or anything, but if you want to use her, this is the only chance you will get to use her. Okay, so for Chaser, I really recommend Taishin. Taishin is really good. As you can see, like the last leg, right? Start at the straight, which is gonna proc Taishin Awaken 5 immediately. This is gonna be so good for Taishin because Taishin can like accelerate hard enough to go in front, and yeah, she can go from there. Ghost ship, again, if you're speaking about long, you can't miss a ghost ship. If you don't want to run any of this, maybe you want to run a Ludolf, maybe. Amazon, it's not that great, okay? I don't recommend using Amazon in this. She is not that great. Her all kinda sucks and everything. So yeah, this is the recommended Uma I can recommend you right now. Don't be afraid to use Uma you like though. Because what's the point of playing this game you don't want to use the horse you love the most, right? So yeah, this is just what I recommended. You can follow, or like you can follow your heart, or you can follow this. It depends on you. But yeah, this is probably what I expect to see a lot in the races. So yeah, let's move on to the skill section. Okay, so here are the list of my recommended skills to use in Libra-hai. For runners, yeah, of course, the usual, the concentration and everything. The thing is, you don't need to have groundworks anymore because probably not much people gonna run runners, so you don't have to compete with anyone. So you don't have to take groundworks most of the time. And yeah, but yeah, runners are bad in general. I don't recommend using it if you just listen it because if someone want to use it. For leader, you take more of general skill, like you take more middle age skill, like a base up. I'm not. Yeah, Katekita, Shipwalkeri, Senshin Senrei. The straight corner speed and stay speed is so good. Always take it if you have one. Like the position speed, the position straight and position corner is really good. Take it. Also, the long distance straight and long distance corner is so good. Take it as well. Arclight Professor is really good in this course because it procs at a great timing. Another addition that I want to mention is Uchibenke. Uchibenke is a really good skill for long distances. It's kinda increase your speed by a lot in like the last leg. So yeah, Uchibenke is really good. And yeah, with the additional of our high, right? We have our speed and our powers and addition as well. So if you're running betweeners or chaser, you probably want to run our power or speeds, depends on you. But yeah, both are good to have, so yeah, just take it if you can. Okay, so skill for betweener is gonna be like Norikai Josu, Switch Up Pro, right? yeah, that's probably all you can have on beginners. Beginner doesn't have that many skills this time, so I think chaser is the best strategy here. Beginner is not that great, not as great as the last one, of course. And yeah, chaser is the best thing you can have here, but the only thing you need in chasers is imminent shadow for Taishin or storage shot Jokusen Ikki, which you can get from chasers card like Narita Taishin speed guard, Shishi Amazon, or you can get it from inheritance, depends on what you want to run. But yeah, if you're running chaser, be sure to get the storage shot. It really is a good skills for these courses, so please get it if you can. Okay, the next we're gonna talk about is the stamina recoveries. Okay, the stamina recovery that I recommend are list as like a maestro. You can get it from Skreek. Everyone knows this. Sleeping Lion. This is from Taishin Awakenings. Cooldown. This is from you can get it from Rise. Yeah, you can get it from Rise in our high scenarios if you want to. You can, if you're running Rise power, you can get both cooldown and maestro at the same time. Specialist, this is from Awakening of Ghost Ship. It's really good skill, so please use it. Race Planner and Graton are both our leader skill that really good for stamina recoveries. If you're running a leaders, you probably want to run these two skills. Indomitable Heart, this is Doto Awakenings. It's kind of recovery when you get overtaken. So it's not as good as the other list here, but yeah, it's quite. I think this is quite useful, so I list it here. And Senpuku Taisei, this is a new stamina recovery skill for beginner and chasers. It's from the Rob Roy's Halloween's Speed Girls. So yeah, it's a new addition, but yeah, I think it's quite useful in this course. It also recovers pretty decent, I think. But yeah, Indomitable Heart and Senpuku Taisei is not as good as the other listed above. So yeah, this is all the list of the stamina recovery that I recommended. Okay, next time we're gonna talk about Inheritance Ultimate. Of course, in Ludolf. For chaser and beginner, be sure to grind out Ludolf Inheritance and inherit it to someone's, because Ludolf skill is very good. Ludolf unique is really good for inheritance. It's kinda a lot of values. Please do it. Okay, Sales Guide for runners, of course, you know the deal. You need to get this. Ryan for chaser and beginner. Yeah, Ryan's really good. It's really good Excel skill, and it's one of the Excel skills you can get. So yeah, depends on what you run. Ideally you want to run both Rudolph and Ryan as a father and a mother for your horses to like get both of the unique. But yeah, it depends on what you want to run and what do you have in your hands. And yeah, the new edition is gonna be McQueen, the Black McQueen. Okay, the original McQueen. Her skill is really good because it's a final corners. It's a final corners speed. Okay, which is gonna be really good for leader and runners because you need to be in front to proc it. So yeah, I recommend doing this for someone who want to run both runner and leaders. So yeah, that's all the skill that I can recommend you. So here are the early stat reference that I can give you right now. It's not as great as you think. We still need to like what do you call it? We still need to like min-maxing the status a little bit. But yeah, what you probably want is the enough stamina. First off, you want to have enough stamina and max speed if you can. You can max speed, of course, and 901 power at least, and as much in as possible with 400 gust. And yeah, as you can see, a lot of our horses is like taking a lot of stamina recovery skills, just because we want to have enough stamina to run in these courses, to not like fall off and everything. So yeah, this is the stat that I recommend to run on any horses. So I hope this helped you a little bit. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. I hope I can keep this video short. So yeah, if you have any question regarding these courses, please leave it down below. I will try to answer all the questions you have. So yeah, I will see you next time.